Let's see. Let's see. Game is started. Second game of today. 1-0 lead here on its second game of today, but second game of this best of 5 grand final. I need to change the color real quick since Happy changed his color to blue. There we go. The Hapar. And Nomad, a map choice coming from the native player, is a pretty decent native map. You can do like a lot of things here. You can probably go into a Warden first. You can go Demon Hunter Panda again. Demon Hunter Naga is also a viable option. So we're gonna have the Altar of Elders coming, Sonik spawning here at the 6 o'clock position, and his opponent, Happy, on the far other side of the map, but close to him at the 1 o'clock position, is sitting here in the blue color, is going for the early DK with the Altar of Darkness and the Crypt. Yet again, Ziggurat is also being constructed. That Ancient of War is close to the Mercenary camp, but not close enough to easily pull the creeps towards that Ancient of War with a Ghoul or an Acolyte. So really well done already in the earlier phases of the game. A lot of stuff can already happen if like an Acolyte comes by, pulls the creeps towards your Ancient of War and cancels it. And I think we are seeing a hero that we all like. It's going to be the Warden. A cunning hero, adept at entering and escaping combat, can Leon Blink, Fan of Knives, Shadow Strike, and Vengeance. On the other side, we have the DK, a warrior hero, evil counterpart of the human paladin, can Leon Death Coil, Death Pact, Unholy Aura, and a spell that you will not see even after 20 years playing this game, which is Animated Death. Or actually, it's Animated Dead, right? Yeah, it's just Animated Dead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to create some hype where no hype belongs. That's the kind of guy I am, right? So, let's see what's happening here. He's trying to pull that one, but the Acolyte is already, like, here and being annoying. And yeah, this is kind of favorable for the Undead player, being close to that camp to intercept that one, maybe steal 1 or 2 creeps. You can also see that he already pulled 3 ghouls to be like super aggressive in the face of the native player. I'm not even sure if Sonik should start that camp, but despite the things that I'm thinking, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about my perspective or what I think here. He just knows that he needs to creep that one, or that he wants to creep that one. The Ancient of War is heavily being attacked. The Wisp are being attacked by the ghouls, not microed in time. 2 more Wisp are being transferred. 1 Wisp is already down. The DK is not even going for the Unholy Aura. He went with the Coil. The Ghoul goes down. 2 ghouls remain. But we see that he needs to micro his Ancient of War in the Wisp rather carefully. The skeletons moved out in time. Both of the detonates not hitting anything here so far. That Warden is trying to kill another ghoul, the skeletons, and the ghoul brings the Ancient of War down to the ground, tearing it apart. Warden tries to say hi to the creep, skeleton being chased, and all the 3 ghouls are dead. So a heavy investment for both of the players. Second Ancient of War is already ready there and waiting for creeping this year. So it's not too bad of a start for the Night Elf, since the Undead player lost a lot of his units. 3 ghouls is lowering the amount of lumber that he can get in the early game by quite a huge margin, so his tech is still delayed. He can easily start it right now, but he's not doing that. The Ancient of War is being uprooted to go for the Gnoll Overseer. We see 1 skeleton being parked there. DK is waiting, but there's no coil for him anymore. No more mana so far. He should probably think about creeping. DK goes here to sell. I'm not sure if he sold his Town Part earlier, but he sold it right now. So Boots of Speed, Dust of Appearance, as well as the Rod of Necromancy. He's still got 1 more charge after this one. He immediately coils the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, wants to kill that one, blocks it beautifully with the DK, follows the damage up with the 2 skeletons, and this should be enough. If the DK turns around and hits him right now, oh, it was not enough. Sonik keeps that one alive. The ghouls are coming to the party. The second Ancient of War is about to die there. In the meantime, the skeletons and the archers are going at it. The tag war is not started for a long time. Both of the Ancient of Wars are dead. Warden is level 2, but what can she really do? No Boots of Speed on that hero, so the DK can easily run away if he decides to do so. But is he going to kill the Gnoll Overseer? Not yet. That one priest needs to stay alive. It's a crucial ingredient to heal the Warden or heal the units. Is he now pulling away the creeps to get the Berserker? Yes, he is. He's pulling away the creeps, or maybe he just decides to creep that one. That would be really odd. The Warden, in the meantime, trying to squeeze in to get that Oh, beautiful block coming out of Happy yet again. Boots of speed on the DK. Keep that in mind. He will be able to catch up with the Warden if he follows it up. He's going to creep that one to get the Unholy Aura to be even a little bit faster and forces her into a town portal. Berserker being bought. But Happy's execution and micro, that is outstanding. Blocking with skeletons, blocking here and there. Decision making on the fly is pretty crisp. All the Moonworlds in the world are already out of mana. He should start constructing a Hunter's Hall anytime soon, and he's going to do that right now. I still think that main base is really well constructed. I have like sympathy with the guy who just constructed that main base. Well done. Please give him a prize or a reward. Gnoll Warden being attacked. This will be the level 2 for the DK already. And yeah, Happy is all over the place, microing. Everything that he needs to micro tier 2 is about to be done. Graveyard is in time. A third ziggurat is coming to unlock the 40 supply cap for him to get that Naga later. Or maybe even goes with a Lich. I think against the Warden you can also use a Lich. But a Naga gives you that opportunity to be a little bit more aggressive and in the face of your opponent. Sonik also got the Staff of the Boots of Speed as well as the Staff of Teleportation now. That Archer is being microed really well. One ghoul is already down. Can he kill the second one? It almost looks like it. Poison tick as well as the right click is enough to kill it. Nice block coming out of the Berserker. Maybe you should deny it with the Berserker and the Archer. But that Shadow Priest is dead. DK gains some more XP. Now the Archer idles for 1 second too long. Is probably going to die while the Warden is creeping that remaining creep. Coil finish of the Archer. Warden is finishing the creep spot of... Or maybe that skeleton? No, that would have been too crazy. So Warden 2.6. How about the DK level? Which is not like super important, but it's like 2.3, 2.4-ish. Lich is coming, so he's not going for Naga here. Nicely microing his ghoul in between the ziggurats here. Really well done. He needs to use the Staff of Teleportation right now. Does so. Gets out of there, back to his main base, where he is already taking to tier 3, gets double Ancient of Lore, and is setting up for his tier 3 play. But he is down to an Archer and a Berserker without any Moon Juice to his hands. It will be a really tough endeavor for him. By the way, thank you very much for all the new followers coming in. We have Rolik, Trigunik, Ryder, TF, Ray, and Degarius. Thank you very much, guys. So, the Warden still not level 3 yet. Trying to do the best she can. Oh, and he gives him the level 3 with a skeleton. Of course, he couldn't know that. He's creeping in the meantime here with the DK and the Lich. Mana potion equipped on that DK so that the Warden cannot go like super crazy on him. The Warden teleportation staff is not off cooldown. If he gets surrounded, he will find himself in a super desperate situation. Maybe he got the blink, but that's a huge maybe. We haven't seen it yet. No Nova being used, no coil. The coil was actually the coil was used to save that one ghoul. Wow, that is greedy. That is as greedy as you possibly can play it with the Warden. Going to try to snipe a ghoul or two. It's now going into the main base, running into the Frost Tower. Tier 3 is done. Staff of Teleportation is done. It's using it right now. Coil Nova would actually been enough to kill that one. Oh no, it was not level 2 coil yet. So it would not have been enough. Sorry, I have to correct that. But if he had a level 3 DK there, that Warden would have been dead. Besides that, what else is happening? Somebody is following with the Chinese name of the Smurf account of Infi, I feel. Thank you very much. We have a few more followers coming in. Yuan as well as the Livid Hot Pocket. Thank you guys. And the under player is going to creep some more. Lich about to be level 2. DK is already level 3 now. The Warden is going at it. Wanted to snipe that one with a last hit of the Shadow Strike, but couldn't afford to do that. So we have 3 bears. No, not Master yet. We see the Ultra Vision upgrade being researched. Dryads are coming as well as the Master Bear upgrade. Oh, this is such a bad moment for Sonik. If he gets Creepjack right now with Nova and Coil, there's no Staff of Preservation for him. he would be in so much trouble. Seriously, in so much trouble. If he catches him off guard here and creepjacks him, he would easily lose 2 bears. Use the Invis potion right now. Is going to try to snipe a few of these acolytes, but I think before he used that one, he should have used... Oh, he steals the creep, but he doesn't get the big mana potion here. Too bad for him. In the meantime, the skeleton is scouting the natural expansion to check if there's a Tree of Life being constructed. Level 4 for the Warden, nonetheless. But yeah, that would have been crazy, stealing that big mana potion from the Lich. But happy having these quick fingers, super nice reactions. Picking up that item, probably realizing that there might be some Warden shenanigans with an Invis potion going on. Something that he also likes to do quite a lot. He's now going for the biggest spot, or one of the 3 biggest spots of the map. These spots drop the craziest items that you can imagine in Warcraft history, such as Scroll of Regeneration, the Potion of Divinity, and a few more of these guys. So creeping, especially this Dark Wizard, who can also use Hex and stuff, gives you so much value, gives you such a nice item and a certain edge in a fight that you definitely doesn't want to give away, doesn't want to give that item away for free. Use the Dispel on the Dragon, not sure why. But the Warden should creep with the bears in the meantime to get her up to level 5, but he brings his entire army to take on the undead forces. Warden, Dark Ranger is the 3rd hero against the Warden, a really, really good choice. I think what he wants to do is to get the Warden silenced within timing, so that he thought like, okay, I can escape here with a blink, then the silence on top of it, coil over, and this kills your hero and probably kills your tournament hopes. As this would mean 2-0 in a best of 5 already, which is a huge lead. Not a lot of players can get back from such a lead. Wow, the Warden only bought a Clarity Potion, which is not restoring the mana super fast. Wow, that Dark Wizard is so low HP, there's no Staff of Preservation, keep that in mind. He dispels the sheep, the Shadow Strike on the DK. He wants to force the DK into a town portal to finish off the red camp. Nice thinking there, and he achieves doing that. Loses a Berserker and a Bear for that, but he now will get the red camp. So, not sure if that was 100% worth it, but it's definitely a play that you can go for. And what item is it? Potion of Divinity, which is an invo potion for 25 seconds. And just look at the numbers. The Potion of Lesser Invulnerability that you can buy keeps you invulnerable for 7 seconds, while the Potion of Divinity keeps you invulnerability for 25. 25. And he bought the Zeppelin to save that one ghoul that got a Shadow Strike on him. Not sure if he will survive. He's super low HP. Yeah, and he died in the Zeppelin, which still gives you experience. And the Warden super close to level 5 already. There's another ghoul that is super low HP. Can the Warden go all crazy on it? No, that is probably not worth it. He got level 2 Blink already, so he will be able to get out of there. Where's the Dark Ranger? Dark Ranger is coming from the other side. There is a Dryad coming to dispel the silence. Dispel it! There you go. And gets out of there and probably loses a Dryad or 2. The Panda in the meantime that he hired in the middle that I missed, I'm sorry, with his shade that is like his bodyguard, his personally bodyguard checking on him, spotting that the Panda already hit level 2. The Warden super close to level 5 as we've seen it earlier. And yeah, native heroes are kind of getting out of control, but on the other side, dealing with triple hero will be a different story. And he's going for the second red camp already. He didn't get the XP for the big one as well as the item for the first one, but he got like a bunch of it, like a little bit of it, like all the tiny ones, the skeletons and so on. And this is an item that you definitely want to have against the Warden, the stone token. This is basically the stone golem level 6 that you see all the time, that is immune against dispel, so you cannot dispel it. And he got a rock bolt, or what is it called? I'm not sure. It's actually a bolt. You can use it as such as you use the storm bolt, and it's pretty damn impressive together with the Coil Nova Silence storm bolt combination. That is just outstanding. Destroyer flies in, Panda is the target of choice. Warden is not there. There's no Staff of Preservation, no way to keep that Panda alive. Oh, there's an Invo Potion. He gives them the Potion of Divinity to keep him alive for the rest of the fight. Destroyer, the one and only one, is about to die there. Dryads are diving in deep. He needs to kill that one so that he can use rejuvenation. But there's no mana on the bears. The destroyer beautifully being microed above the forest. Saving him with a coil. There's still a big mana potion that he can use. Happy is playing his hearts out here. Beautifully done. Beautifully locating his unit there above the forest so that the Dryads cannot attack him. Now the Dark Ranger is in trouble. Big mana potion being used. Dark Ranger stays alive for now. Uses Dark Ritual. Goes for the Panda with the Nova. Kills him. Warden is level 5, but the DK with 300 mana, and he can still use that stone token whenever he feels like it. There you go! And we're gonna see the bolt, first one being used. 44 supply remain for Sonik, but a lot of that is in production since he lost his entire army here. Desperately trying to kill the DK, and he kills the level 4 DK? That was kinda unexpected, at least for me. Kills the first hero of the undead player. He had a town portal that he could have used, but it seems like the timing for him was a little off. Uses rejuvenation right now to get the warden up to full HP. The stone golem is looking forward to throw another bolt. There you go. There's only a Nova, no coil, and no silence since there's no mana. The Tree of Life is about to be done with the 4 bears coming to the party. He should be in a pretty good spot, but without Dryads he cannot take care of the destroyers. Destroyers now going at it, and the expansion is not mining yet. Warden is going back to the main base. Oh no, Warden is actually chasing the first hero away yet again, trying to force another town portal. There's another Blink Shadow Strike combination. Blink should be off cooldown in a second, and now there you go. Level 3 Shadow Strike, DK dropping low. He will die. He will die. If the tick goes off as he town portals out, he's dead. There you go. Leaves the Dark Ranger exposed. There is no Dryad to dispel the silence, but he killed the first hero of the undead player. Yet again, level 4 DK is dead. Happy with their back against the ropes. It's really not looking good for him. We see the resistant skin upgrade for mountain giants being researched. This can only be a mistake. That stone golem is still chasing the bears. Warden now full mana, 5.5 already on level 6. If you're not familiar with Warcraft, you're gonna unlock your ultimate, and this is an ability that is really strange and like outstanding in a way that it can win a game just with like that one spell that you unlock at level 6. If you have a Demon Hunter, for example, or a Blade Storm, or even Mass Teleportation, it's a big game changer. Panda level 6, Warden level 6, same story. There are so many ultimates in the game that can win that can win like entire fights just on its own. The Panda can still creep the red camp if he gets like a little bit more Dryads, and the Dryads are coming. The expansion is set up. That Warden is like pretty crazy all over the place. It's now going for a fight. Blinks out in time. There is always one Dryad with the Warden to dispel the silence. Sonik aware of the fact that if he loses his first hero, he might be in trouble, but he can also pop the anti-magic potion to dispel the silence, which is also a nice thing to do. So it seems like the game is like more and more in control. Invo potion immediately being used by Happy. Maybe he wanted to dodge the Shadow Strike right away. He bought a town portal now on his Warden. Happy going for a red camp here. This is not the one that drops the crazy items, but it's still a pretty good one. We see Frostworms finally coming out for the undead player. The Overlord is not dropping an item, but the Maiden of Pain goes for it. Mana Stone, a really amazing item. He's not picking it up in the last second. He picks it up with the Lich. Tampol is out right now. Experience goes to the Night Elf player. But yeah, you cannot creep your Warden to level 6. You need to kill your opponent's units. And what I kind of missed and what's not happening is the kill on the Acolytes. But you can already see that Happy is prepared for that occasion. As soon as the Warden comes in, he loads up all the Acolytes into the Zeppelin. And then the Warden is just sitting in the main base doing nothing. That's really well thought. Town Portal, Invo Potion, big Mana Stone. Or actually just a Mana Stone. There's no small Mana Stone. So, the Panda wants to creep the red camp, but the Undead is bringing the action to the expansion. 67 supply already against the 50 supply of Happy. I think he just killed one of his own ghouls to go under that magical number of 50 supply.
A player's forces are under attack.
There you go. So the panda is creeping. Game music instantly muted itself. I never use the game music. I hate the Warcraft game music. Not that it's not good or anything, but I just don't like it. I think it's disturbing. You want to hear it a little bit? Since we're just in a phase of the game where nothing is happening. I don't know. I don't need that shit. But whatever you like, right? So the Warden is looking for a few more pickoffs. Not getting these. A Scroll of the Beast. Definitely not the best item here for the Undead player. Constructing another expansion here by Sonik. I really like that. Like, it's a really good idea to construct an expansion at a position that your opponent crapped, because he's probably not going to look for that position any further. Potion of Restoration, going to restore 500 HP as well as 200 mana. It's a great item to have. Still no Staff of Preservation. There's not a single Staff of Preservation in that game for the Night Elf player. I don't really get it. Warden is trying to deal with the Frostworm Destroyer Harris. That's something new fashion that I haven't seen in my life. A Frostworm Destroyer Harris on the gold mine of the expansion. Hero's trying to escape. Almost level 5 on the DK. He would like to grab a few more XP, but there's not too many camps that he can go for right now. Actually, there's pretty much no camp that he could go for, because the red camps are granite golems. Like, there are 2 red camps over here. There you can fly there with the Zeppelin and you can creep them. And now he Tompolls. No, he's not Tompolling in. He just uses a staff. Uses a Shadow Strike level 3 on that Frostworm. But that's not enough to kill it. The Shade is so good in this game. In the game before, you already gave him all the information, and now he's probably going for a creep check or maybe a few snipes. 70 supply for Happy all of a sudden, spending all of his money. Gold mines in the main base are being drained. This gold mine is being drained as well. Both of the players are moving their... Actually, not both of the players are moving their gold mines, since only one race can move the fucking gold mine to another one if it expires, which is a Tree of Eternity that is slowly walking here with the Nature's Blessing. So in a second, he will have triple expo, one here, one at the natural, and one at the red camp, with the main base relocating its position, or like we call it in Germany, umtopfen, das gute alte umtopfen. So let's see. That's the old deciding fight, and we've seen Sonik struggling to take these clutch fights to the perfect extent. Dark Ranger almost level 4, Lich is level 4, and DK, if he kills a few more units, he will go up to level 5. If you're going up against the Warden, you will face a lot of damage, but there's no mana burn, so your DK should have a lot of coils being spent on all of the right units to save them. 2 Abominations, 3 Fiends, 2 Frostworms, 2 Destroyers, 2 Statues, and a Zeppelin to micro and save the units. How much gold do we have? Actually, enough gold to construct an expansion if one of this Acolyte remains alive. Chances of all of the Acolytes remaining alive, close to 0. I think he is going to kill all of them. And he's going for a base race scenario, because this is the moment where the Undead player already sacrificed some of his buildings and now even uses the Town Portal after killing the natural expansion, thinking that he might be in a good spot, not knowing that he's still up against 2 running gold mines, and the Night Elf player not willing to take a fight yet, just trying to stretch the game a little further. Still no Staff of Preservation. Why? Because why would you use such an exploit in this game? Frostworms are now taking chances at the bears. Bear numbers are dwindling. DK is level 5, level 3. Coil can keep both of the Frostworms alive. Keeps one alive, but one is already dead. The Dryads are all over the place. There's no forest to hide. No way to hide these units. Breath of Fire hits all of the units. No Dispel on... Actually, a Dispel on the Drunken, but fairly late. I haven't seen too much Silence, but against such a mass of Dryads, what can Silence really do? Level 6 for the Warden, Avatar of Vengeance is there. You can see all these invul Spirit of Vengeance helping out the Baby Mama, taking out 1 or 2 more units, Destroyer and 2 Abominations alive. Now that Panda is going crazy. Warden is the next target, almost forcing a kill on her, but the Dark Ranger is about to die, Lich about to die. All the hero numbers are dwindling. Where's the Breath of Fire to kill the triple? Where is the triple kill, mate? Oh, the Dark Ranger staying strong with 11 HP. Lich saying hi, giving another wave to the Panda. And finally, GG being called by Happy. Equalizer. 1-1 is the score in this best of 5. And what a great game on Nomad Eyes, right? Right, guys? 1-1. And of course... Thank you, guys. Thank you. That was a beautiful game. And for that... To you, my friends, to you. Thank you. We have Makarek for the follow. Thank you very much. We have Christodamos